Hello, my name is Liz and this is Liz Arts and Crafts. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today I am going to be setting up my spread for, well, I already set up my monthly spread for February, so I want to show you that, and also set up my first week for February in my bullet journal. So my bullet journal is a crafty mess, like it's a scrappy junk journal type vibe with stickers and junk and highlighters and I don't know, just all sorts of things. I don't really limit myself to like one style. So it's not the same as like bullet journals I made like when I was in college, but I am still calling it a bullet journal because I've been doing weekly spreads. Here's an example of a previous recent weekly spread I did that I think turned out really cute. This one was in January when it was still a bit colder and snowing outside, and I don't leave that much room to like actually plan. It's more like a therapeutic, creative journaling for the week with also room to plan. I also usually post about crochet and knitting, and I have a crochet/knitting vlog coming up. So follow along if you're interested in my arts and crafts and my bullet journaling. I'm hoping to share more bullet journaling videos where I show you my weekly spreads and other ideas like that. First, I'm going to show you my February spread for the month. I made a February spread and it turned out so cute. I was inspired by all of these heart quilts I had in my like book of clippings, and also this cake with hearts on it. I kind of went through and just picked out anything that reminded me of Valentine's Day, and it turned out so cute. And then I have all these stickers with hearts on them, so I just think this looks really adorable. And for my monthly, I kind of keep it minimal. I have the like month calendar, so I can refer to that, and then under it I have notes, but I blocked them out so you guys can't see. And then I have like my lifting goals, like for example, in January I did the same where I had some lifting goals at the bottom, and I ended up doing all the days, so that's good. Hope to do it again in February. Keep working on my strength. And then on the right page I just have some of my goals. I want to finish the pair of socks I'm knitting, finish the book I'm reading, keep up with my workout routine, and then I'm going to add some work goals and stuff like that. I love this spread. It's so sweet. We have made it to the fun part of the video finally, where I'm going to start doing my weekly spread. So the first thing I always do is grab this little book I have that has all of my ephemera in it. It has my stickers and like my cuttings and stuff. Like cuttings I get from magazines or just random pieces of paper I've saved. I just have them all stored in here. So first I'm picking out these really cute stickers. I keep my favorite stickers in the front to sort of inspire me. I'm going through and picking out anything that is like arts and crafts related. I have this really cute sticker sheet that is all arts and crafts theme, and I was hoping to use it, but I ended up actually not using anything from that sticker pack. And I will show you all the pages in this, or a lot of them, because they're just so fun to look at. And I really found this little book handy. I actually got this one on Amazon a while ago. But yeah, I think it's just a really cute book to store your stickers or whatever other crafting papers you have. So here you can see I'm picking out these papers I have that have scissors and like sewing supplies on them and stuff like that. I just feel like it'll be a fun arts and crafts spread. Here's sort of at the back where I have the smaller stickers stored. And then in the back I have some letters cut out. So that's where I keep my serial killer letters. So that's enough from my little ephemera. So here is my big box of ephemera, my big clippings that are more like a full page spread, or at least a fourth of a page of a spread, so big enough that it won't fit in my little binder. So you can see I have all sorts of different pieces of paper that inspire me and I want to use one day in some sort of collage or journaling or something. So I just love having all this stuff on hand. I don't know why. I have almost more fun collecting my little pieces of paper than I have using them, but I do use them and I have been using them a lot. So let's get to actually gluing things in. Well, actually first, what I usually like to do is glue the 2 pages together, like 2 consecutive pages together, so that my journal is a little bit less bulky, because I add a lot of bulk to my journal. Let's be So for real, I add a lot of bulk. So as you can see, I'm on page 56 of my journal, and there's a little bit over 178 pages. So I'm like burning through this journal because I'm just using a lot of pages. So we'll see if I end up finishing this journal like early. Maybe I'll need 2 journals for this year or something like that if I keep journaling all year. So next I had this idea from this, like I had this clipping of the scissors, so I thought it'd be really cool if the scissors clipping was like cutting a piece of paper in my journal, and it was sort of like a meta thing. I just had too much fun with this spread, honestly. Like I had fun with like the scissors clipping paper looking like the scissors I was actually using, and it was just a lot of fun. So here I am doing that. I sort of cut this piece of brown paper, looked like the scissors were cutting it, and then I glued it down, and then I glued down the scissors so it looked like it's cutting it. Oh my god. I love this part of the spread. I feel like it was really creative and turned out really cute. So I'll definitely be revisiting the idea of an arts and crafts spread. Like you can see those stickers on the top left that are like, there's watercolor and like a granny square and like crochet. There's all sorts of really cute stickers up there, but I never even got to using those cute stickers because I just had too much fun with my magazine clippings that I had. Now I'm moving on to the right side, and I'm gonna first glue down this like piece of paper, which it was actually from a book I have about curtains. This was from the page that told you what supplies you need for your curtains, and I just, as a crafter, I really liked that page, so I saved it, and here I am using it in this page. I just think it's really cute. And then I like how I'm using my like metal ruler, and then I'm gluing in a picture of a metal ruler. Like I just am obsessed with how meta this spread turned out for me. And then I got some highlighters out and some random colors to add my weekly. I just do Monday through Friday for like my work week, and I don't leave a lot of space. I usually only leave room for like my top 3 to-do items or like important events, like if I have to go somewhere or I have an appointment or something like that. And I also like to track how much time I've been reading, so I make like these really sad Kindle pictures. Here you can see me doing that. It's supposed to be a little e-reader on the left. And then I also like to track the days I work out. So I plan on working out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm pretty consistent about it, so I just wrote them in. And then I will color in those circles when I actually do it. Finally, I'm adding just a little bit of decoration with some more clippings. I have these like spools of thread that I thought were really cute, so I cut them out and I glue them in like they were stickers. And I think it sort of matches the sort of vertical vibe of like the rulers. I don't know, I just think this page turned out really, really cute and colorful and fun. So what do you think? I don't know. I'm really inspired by this page. Next, we're gonna use stamps. So I'm going to write week of February 1 on the top left using my stamps. And this is like a, not interchangeable, maybe the word interchangeable is right, but like it's a clickable, adjustable letter set. And so you can put together any word that you can like think of using the letters and then stamp it down. And I just think it's really handy, and I've been using it a lot. So I use this to write week of February 1. So here I write week of. Here you can see the clicking together action. It's not too hard to use. It's a little bit like time consuming, honestly, but stamps in general are pretty time consuming when you're doing like letter work, at least I have found. So there we go. Moving on now to my habit tracker. So I had this idea where I wanted to, since I had this open page, I wanted to sort of hide the habit tracker behind another image. And I found this like pot of like crayons or colored pencils or something like that. And I thought it looked cute and artsy. So I thought it would be a fun thing to use as my like flip up secret interactive habit tracker. And then here you can see I'm putting my habits down and my time. So the way I do this is I just track how I spend my time from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Split up between categories of like work, reading, creating, gym, other, productive, and I think that's it. And then there's a nothing category, so I can track like if I spent too much time on my phone or something like that. And I agree this is like a lot of categories, but this is just what I've found works for me over time and like just the way I personally enjoy tracking my time. So, you know, that's not too serious. Hey, look, it turned out really cute, I feel like. And I also like that it's sort of hidden away. And then I secured it with this sticker that looked like a clip was holding it down, and I made sure that it could like fold open and close, which I thought was really cute. Now I am working on my goals, so I like to just jot down a few things every week that I want to focus on, and I don't know, they aren't too serious, but they're a mix of like personal goals and like work goals. So I have like finishing my sock, that's my one of my goals for the week, and like my gym goal of going to the gym 3 times a week, and then some work goals, and I can't remember what else I had. Oh, also read for 3 hours, which I've been on and off on my reading this month. And then I also made a challenge. So I had this big empty space. So I decided I wanted to make like a challenge for the week, which is something I don't usually do, but I don't know, this spread felt artsy and like inspired me kind of to do it. So I wanted to do a art challenge where every day I'm going to try to use a different art medium to make a little doodle in the open space. So just 5 little doodles with like a crayon or like a colored pencil or a piece of paper or I don't even know what marker. So I'll check back in maybe in my next video or my next um, bullet journaling video to show you sort of how this page turned out because I feel like it's going to be really fun and like more interactive than my pages usually are. Finished this spread and I think it turned out really, really, really cute and very my style because it's like arts and crafts slash home tools, and I think it's just really cute. So on the left side I have like the general stuff for the week. I put week of February 1 stamped on top. I love this scissor detail. And then I had a spot for my goals and this flip up section where I'm going to use to track my how I spend my time for the week. I have all these categories. I just like to see when I spend my time and how I do it. And I just thought it'd be cute to have it kind of hidden like this. And then I had this big blank area left over that I didn't really need. I was like, maybe I could do notes or something, but then I thought I was kind of inspired by the page, so I did an art challenge where next week I'm going to try and do 5 doodles on this page in like different mediums, like maybe a crayon, a colored pencil, like something like that. And then on the right side I have my like weekly spread, and then I just did a little rim for each day. I just use it to either make a little to-do list of my top 3 items of the day, or I put important events like on Wednesday I'm going in person to work instead of working from home. I think this spread just is really fun and very me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and planning my week. Let me know what you think. Do you guys have a planner or a bullet journal or anything like that? Let me know what you do down below. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.